Welcome to eBible Fellowship Scripture and Song. The nature of this program is to take a look at the hymns that have been written to glorify God.
Our hymn today is Great is Thy Faithfulness. The first stanza's lyrics are as follows. Great is Thy faithfulness, O God my Father. There is no shadow of turning with Thee. Thou changest not, Thy compassions they fail not. As Thou hast been, Thou forever wilt be. The refrain that follows each stanza is, Great is Thy faithfulness, great is Thy faithfulness. Morning by morning new mercies I see. All I have needed Thy hand hath provided. Great is Thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. The title, first line of the first stanza, and much of the refrain is a direct quote from Lamentations 3, verses 21 through 23, where we read, This I recall to my mind, therefore have I hope. It is of Jehovah's mercies that we are not consumed, because His compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is Thy faithfulness. The first stanza also references James 1:17, where we read, Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, neither shadow of turning. The lyrics for the second stanza are as follows. Summer and winter and springtime and harvest, sun, moon, and stars in their courses above, join with all nature in manifold witness to Thy great faithfulness, mercy, and love. It is true that God's physical creation witnesses to every human being that there has to be a God that created everything in this universe. God confirms this in Romans 1, verses 19 and 20, where we read, Because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God hath showed it unto them. For the invisible things of Him, from the creation of the world, are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even His eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. The context of this passage in Romans is Judgment Day, which began on May 21, 2011, and continues even now unto its end, possibly in the year 2033. During Judgment Day, the witness of the Son, S-U-N, which points to the Son, S-O-N, of God, Jesus Christ, and the witness of the moon, which points to His Word, the Bible, and the witness of the stars, which point to His elect, have all been darkened. All of these witnesses have been darkened. This is because God has finished saving all of His people. They are likened to sheep who must now be fed, but be fed with the Bible's newly revealed truth. At the same time, starting on May 21, 2011, all of the unsaved people of the world have been drinking from the cup of God's wrath. One of the features of God's wrath is to have to live in this world of division with no possibility of becoming saved and no possibility of living forever with God in the new heaven and new earth. On the other hand, God's elect saints are the recipients of the promises described in the third stanza of our hymn, which says, Pardon for sin and a peace that endureth, Thine own dear presence to cheer and to guide, strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow, blessings all mine with 10,000 beside. Here are a few scriptures that support the third stanza's glorious declarations. Psalm 73:24 states, Thou shalt guide me with Thy counsel, and afterward receive me to glory. Psalm 29 verse 11 says, Jehovah will give strength unto His people. Jehovah will bless His people with peace. Song of Solomon 5 verse 10 tells us, My beloved is white and ruddy, the chiefest among 10,000. If anyone has truly been saved before May 21, 2011 by God's mercy alone, it means that all of their sins have been paid for by Christ's sacrifice of Himself at the foundation of the world, and they will live forever in peace in heaven with the chief messenger, Jesus Christ. God's faithfulness is truly great. Now let's listen to our hymn, Great is Thy Faithfulness.
Great is Thy faithfulness, O God my Father. shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever wilt be. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Summer and winter, springtime and harvest, sun, moon, and stars in their courses above, join with all nature in manifold witness to thy great faithfulness, mercy, and love. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Pardon for sin and a peace that endureth, thine own dear presence to cheer and to guide, strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow. Blessings all mine with 10,000 beside. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me.
You've been listening to eBible Fellowship's Scripture and Song program. We invite you to visit our website at ebiblefellowship.org, or you can write us at ebiblefellowship@juno.com.